I'm taking a mini holiday down in a quaint little beach town with a good friend that I made this past year. Right now, it's sunny outside. The sky is just pure blue. There are barely any clouds. And we feel warm and happy as we're walking on the boardwalk. With each step, I can feel the little bit of bend of the boards under my feet. It adds a little spring in my step, and it makes me feel like I could just skip down the boardwalk all day. All around us, I hear sounds of laughter, people playing games, bells dinging when somebody wins, buzzers and happy noises that remind me of being at a really fun arcade or carnival. To our left are little shops that we pass as we stroll along. There's a clothing shop with all different types of warm weather clothing. Another shop that looks like it's just bathing suits. A store with all of these different unique towels. Whatever you're interested in, you can pick out a towel that's just unique for you. Such fun shops all around us. All of a sudden, I smell something sweet, and I realize that we're passing by a Taffy shop. I breathe in through my nose, and I feel like a kid in a candy store for a second. I make note of where this shop is so that we can come back later and fill up some bags with Taffy. My mouth waters just thinking about all the different flavors in there. What a relaxing day. I turn my head to the right, and just for a moment I look down at the beach. The beautiful golden sand, the blue water going in and out with the rhythm of us walking. It's the absolute perfect day to be here. My friend and I decide that we want to check out some of the rides. We had bought these booklets of tickets for the rides in the spring when they were on discount, so we're so excited to finally be able to use them. We start walking closer to the ticket booth, and both of us at the same time, we smell somebody smoking a cigarette. I smile at my friend and I say, every time I smell cigarette smoke, it actually reminds me of the pleasant feeling of being at the beach. Is that strange? My friend says, no, actually it's funny because every time I smell cigarette smoke, I think about being at the park, sitting in this beautiful green grass, just relaxing. I guess that's where we most often smell it, so that's the memory that comes up. We talk about how we find it interesting that smelling certain things can bring back such strong, happy memories no matter what they are. With these big smiles on our faces, we keep walking towards the rides. Now we're surrounded on both sides by all of the different games. We see people shooting water into these little targets and these stuffed animals rising up in the air as they are. somebody is jumping up with their arms up in the air and cheering because they just won one of the games. And we look at each other and just laugh. People are throwing darts at balloons and popping them to win prizes. Everything is just so gleeful here. If I had one word to describe all of it, it would just be fun. It's fun here. Carefree. Carefree is how I feel with this new friend that I made. We had this instant connection and just knew that our relationship was going to be easy. I feel so lucky right now. We finally made it up to the ticket booth. And we pass right by because we already have the tickets in our pockets. We start to look around at all of the different rides and wonder which one we're going to choose first. There's a little mini roller coaster roaring around straight ahead of us. There's this ride that looks like it turns and goes in circles. I think it's called the Himalaya. It's almost like you're sitting down but skiing at the same time, going around in a circle. And then it slows down, comes to a stop, and starts moving backwards. Everybody sitting in the seats is cheering and laughing. They're throwing their arms up in the air with joy. That one looks fun. But I think I want something a little bit slower paced and relaxing. We start to make our way to the end of the pier. And I see the ride that I feel like is going to be perfect for us. My friend and I look at each other, and we both know that we've chosen the same one. The top of the ride is circular, and it almost looks like a circus tent in the way that it's shaped. The colors are blue and silver. And down from the top of it are these long silver chains that connect to all different colored swings. We walk into the line, and I'm scoping out which swing I want to sit in. I think I want to stick with a theme and go for a blue one. It's blue like the circus tent top of the ride, blue like the gorgeous ocean that's around us. I'm happy that we're right in the front of the line because I know that I'm going to get my choice. That makes me excited. We both take out our ticket booklets and hold them in our hands. Right now, the ticket booklet feels a little bit heavy in my hand because it's full. We see that the sign says 5, meaning 5 tickets. So we start to slowly rip 5 of them out. My tickets rip out perfectly. And I almost feel proud of myself for doing so. The ride comes to a stop, and we see everybody getting off as we hear them all talking amongst themselves in this easy chatter. I hand the person who's working at the ride my 5 tickets. And my friend and I look at each other, smile, and kind of bounce off through the gate to find our perfect swing. We pick 2 that are right next to each other. I lift up the silver bar in the front of it, and it moves slowly up the chain. As I'm holding onto the silver bar over my head, I turn my body and I sit down right into the chair. The chair feels cool. on my legs and my back. I guess because it was just swinging in the air and taking in all of the sea salt air. I slowly move the chain back down, and it sits on my lap. I buckle myself in and put my hands on the silver chain that's going up, almost like it's up towards the sky. The ride starts to slowly lift us up, and I hear a little buzzer sound indicating that we're going to start our journey. We slowly start moving forward, and as we gain momentum, my seat starts to swing out to the left a little bit, almost like it's rocking me like a baby. We're moving smoothly through the air, and we're almost at the height of where the ride takes us. I start to dangle my legs forward and back, almost like a child on a swing. I feel the air moving past me, and I can smell the saltiness from the ocean. It's so fun being high up and seeing all the views below me. As we're moving around in this circle, I feel like I'm flying. When I look below me, I see all the people walking around, choosing their rides and playing games. Somebody's holding a pink cotton candy. Somebody else is licking an ice cream. And then as we pass over the boards with all the people walking on them, part of the ride, since we're flying up so high, feels like it's right over the ocean. I feel like I'm a bird looking down at the sea. I'm looking for fish and little crabs. I see it sparkling in the sunshine. And then I see where the waves connect, right to the shore. This flying feeling feels like peace. I'm connected to everything, the ocean air, the people below me, all the life that's in the sea and the sky. It's such a freeing feeling. And I know that I can take this feeling with me for the rest of the day with a big smile on my face. I'm so thankful for how free and easy, effortless I feel. All of this is such a gift.